Not all exercise is suitable for everyone. To reduce the risk of injury, consult your doctor before participating in this or any other exercise program. If you feel any pain, discomfort, or dizziness, do not continue. The creators, producers, participants, and distributors of this program disclaim any liability or loss in connection with the exercise and instruction herein.
Welcome to Power Yoga Mind and Body. My name is Adrienne Reed. Our theme for today is binding poses. So when you're ready, guys, we're just gonna come on up into a seated position here. So you guys are already there, legs are straight. And if you want, you can move the flesh out from underneath your sit bones. And from here, we're gonna get started just with a nice simple twist to warm up. So I want you to go ahead and bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, and right hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, look out over your right shoulder and just take a simple twist here. And let's go 2 more good breaths here. See if every inhale you can lengthen your spine, and every exhale you can deepen your twist. And then exhale, go ahead and float back to center. So we're just warming up with the twist first. We're not worried about binding yet. Right hand to the outside of your left knee, left hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, deepen into your twist. So you're looking out over your left shoulder, relaxing shoulder blades back and down. Sit bones are nice and flat. You're letting that twist come mid-back, midsection. Beautiful. We're going 1 more deep breath there. And then after that breath, go ahead and float back towards center. We're going to talk a little bit about binding and why you want to try and bind in a pose. So we're going to just do a nice simple bind to start. So in that same leg position, if you want and that's uncomfortable for you, you can do it to a cross-legged position. We're going to bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right hand's going to float behind, so you're going to get that twist to start. From there, I'd like you to go ahead and drop your right hand behind your back and bring your left hand to your right wrist. So you're trying to grab your right wrist with your left hand, straighten through your right arm, and see if you can get that shoulder to open. So I'm going to show you from another angle. You're going to try and open through your shoulder. So the more you straighten through your arm, the more this back shoulder rolls from here to there. And let's go 2 more breaths here. So nice and calm. This should be a little bit more of a twist than what you had the last time. And exhale, go ahead and float back towards center. Let's do that same thing in the other direction. So when you're ready, right hand to the outside of your left knee, left hand comes behind. You're gonna reach around behind your back with your left hand. Sorry, Carrie, try and grab your left wrist with your right hand. And this time work to straighten up through your left arm. And once you do that, you should notice your back shoulder opens a little bit more through here. Beautiful. And let's go 2 more deep breaths there. Exhale, go ahead and float back towards center and shake that out a little bit. When you guys are ready, let's stand on up. We're going to go into a side warrior position. So when you're ready, take a nice big step back with your left leg. Let's start with warrior 1. So front knee over front ankle, hips square toward the front edge of your mat. Sweep your arms up just for a breath there. And then exhale, let's float open into warrior 2. So lengthen fingertip to fingertip, shoulder blades are back and down. Beautiful. From there, let's go ahead and sweep your right hand on the inside of your right foot. So drop it all the way down to the mat. See if you can bring your left hand behind your back and either hold on to your shirt or hook the inside of your right thigh. If you feel real good, you can reach underneath with your right hand and hold hands with yourself. Beautiful. That looks terrific. So that upper shoulder is opening up. You're nice and long from your back heel to the crown of your head. And again, if you can work to straighten up through your left arm, your upper arm, and grab your wrist in that left arm, that will help you get a little bit more extension through the shoulders. 1 more breath, looking good. And exhale, go ahead and release that. Draw your torso up. Let's do that same thing on the other side. So step on up to the front of your mat. Shake that out a little bit. From there, same thing on the other side. So big step back with your right foot. You got it. Let's float up into warrior one to start. So bend your front knee over front ankle. Square your hips toward the front edge of your mat. Arms long and strong. Shoulder blades are back and down. And then exhale, let's float right open into warrior two. Lengthening fingertip to fingertip. Again, shoulder blades are back and down. Your hips are toward the long edge of your mat. From there, let's float to side warrior. So left hand on the inside of your left foot. And that right arm goes up toward the ceiling. If you feel good, sweep that right arm behind your back. See if you can hook the inside of your left thigh. If you feel good, you can reach underneath with your left hand and hold hands with yourself. So again, work to straighten up that upper arm. So you really grab your right wrist and open and straighten through that right side. Beautiful, everybody. One more deep breath here, looking good. And exhale, go ahead and release. Drop your hands to the mat, come on back up, and step on up to the front of your mat. Shake that out a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit more difficulty to that one. When you're ready, we're gonna take a big step back with your left leg again. And let's go right up into warrior two to start. So get that hip and leg position. We're gonna sweep your hands down to the mat. See if you can bring them both down to the outside of your right foot. If that's okay for you, see if you can pick up your right hand toward the ceiling, maybe drop it to your waist. And if that's still okay, see if you can bring it around behind your back, maybe hook the inside of your left thigh. If that still feels good, reach underneath with your left hand and straighten through your upper arm and see if you can revolve and bind there. Beautiful, guys. Exhale, drop your hands down to the mat, sweep your hands to your waist, and stand on up to the front of your mat. Shake that out a little bit. That's a beautiful bind, a nice intense pose. Just go to what feels good for you and the limit that you can go to. Big step back with your right leg. Same thing here. So bend your front knee. Let's float up into warrior two. So establish your legs and hips to get into that foundation pose. And then when you're ready, windmill your hands down. Bring your hands down on the outside of your left foot. If you need to, you can pop up on your back toes there too, guys. Sorry about that. I should have mentioned that on the other side. When you're ready, left hand sweeps up toward the ceiling. If you feel good, you can put your left hand on your left waist. And if you feel real good, you can reach underneath and see if you can hook the inside of your right thigh with that left hand. If you're still doing great, see if you can reach underneath with your right hand and hold hands with yourself and bind. You're trying to straighten up through your left arm, your upper arm, and open through that upper shoulder. Wonderful, wonderful. So see how beautifully open Diane's upper body is here. One more breath. Looking good, everybody. Nice intense bind, nice strength through the arms and through the legs. Exhale, go ahead and release and draw your torso up. Step on up to the front of your mat. Shake that out a little bit. Looking good, everybody. We're going to go into a squat position this time. So inhale, go ahead and extend your hands up, and exhale, go ahead and drop your hips down into a nice squat position. We're going to drop your hands down on either side of your feet. So we're going to start with an easier bind here, and then we'll get a little more difficult. So I want you to open your feet about 6 or 8 inches apart. Your left hand's going to go on the inside, so right in between your feet. Your right arm's going to go up toward the ceiling. If you feel good, sweep that right arm behind your back. See if you can get down toward the lower end of your left thigh, and then you're going to reach underneath with your left hand and hold hands with yourself. You're once again trying to straighten through your upper arm, open through that shoulder. Sink downward with your hips. We're going to go 2 more breaths there. And then after your second breath, go ahead and release. Shake that out a little bit. Stand on up, guys. Nice pose. Nice job. Same thing, other side when you're ready. Sweep your arms up overhead and drop down into a squat position. Let's float your hands down to the mat. You're going to drop your feet 6 or 8 inches apart. Right hand's going to come right in between your feet. When you're ready, left fingertips go up toward the ceiling. And if you feel good, sweep your left arm behind your back. See if you can keep it toward the outer edge of your right thigh, and then reach underneath with your right hand. And see if you can hold hands with yourself again. If you're feeling really good, see if you can grab your left wrist with your right hand, straightening through that arm, which deepens through that twist. Good job, everybody. So that upper shoulder is nice and open. One more breath there, looking good. The lower you sink with your hips, the harder you work here. Exhale, come on up, release, shake that out a little bit. So if that felt easy for you, I don't know if anybody's gonna say that, but we're gonna say that at home. We're gonna go for another variation of that, which is a little more difficult. If that one felt like it was a good level for you, I want you to go into exactly that same position. So when you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up. We're gonna drop right back into a squat position. You can open your feet 6 to 8 inches and bring your left hand on the inside, or you can go ahead and keep your feet together and drop your left hand on the outside of your right foot. Right arm goes up toward the ceiling. Once again, drop that right hand behind your back. See if you can reach around and hold hands with yourself. Boy, I can't even get it today. And let's go 2 more breaths there. The lower you sink with your hips, the more you open up your upper shoulder, the more you straighten that arm. Beautiful. Exhale, go ahead and release. Come on up, shake that out a little bit. Let's see if I can get it on the other side. Anybody get that one? You're all quiet. Here we go. Inhale, sweep your arms up, drop your hips down. Squat position, and drop your hands down to the mat. Again, pick that hand position that feels good for you. You can either open your feet 6 to 8 inches, right hand drops between, or bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Left arm floats upward. When you feel like you're ready, bring your left arm behind your back. See if you can reach around. There you go, same thing. Try and open up through your upper shoulder. Sink your hips downward to activate that stretch through your legs. And exhale, go ahead and release. Shake that out a little bit. Beautiful. When you're ready, go ahead and sit down on your mat. Yay, we get to sit down. So we're gonna do a little bit more work here with twists. When you're ready, go ahead and bend your right knee for me. Right foot flat on the floor. And we're just gonna reach around with your left arm, wrap it around your left knee. Right hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, just look out over your right shoulder. You may notice the closer the heel of your hand is in toward your spine, the more length you can get through your inhales, and the more depth you can get through your exhales. 2 more deep breaths here. And exhale, go ahead and float back towards center. Straighten up your legs, shake that out a little bit. Nice job, guys. You know where we're going with this. We're gonna bind next time. Left knee bends, left foot flat on the floor. Reach around and wrap your left knee with your right arm. Left hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, deepen through that twist. So every inhale is a lengthening movement, and every exhale is a deepen through that twist. Make sure you keep that right foot engaged. We're going 1 more deep breath there. And exhale, go ahead and float back towards center. Let's do a little bit of work with binding here. So that same pose, Marichiyasana, you're gonna bend your right knee. I suggest you scoot as far forward as you can, so you really want your sit bone to be almost right on top of your heel. Once again, let's bring left elbow to the outside of your right knee. So I'm gonna walk you through how to bind through this. From there, if you feel good, so right hand is behind everybody, absolutely. When you're ready, straighten up your left arm. And I want you to stop at the level that feels good for you. From there, flip your hand over, thumb goes downward. And if that feels okay for you, this is where it starts to get hard. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left knee. So that's where it starts to get difficult. If that feels okay for you, reach around, hold hands with yourself. See if you can grab your right wrist with your left hand and look out over your right shoulder. We're going 3 more breaths there, so really breathe into that. You're stopping at the level that feels good for you. So you should feel a twist in this no matter where you are. Looking good. And exhale, go ahead and float towards center, straighten up your legs, shake that out a little bit. Nice job, everybody. So if you are able to grab your wrist and really straighten through that back arm, you'll notice just a really deep twist that comes there. So binding not only looks cool, but it's really there to help you open and extend your twist a little more. Same thing other side. So when you're ready, left knee bends, scoot forward so your left heel is almost right underneath your left sit bone. When you're ready, right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee, left arm comes behind. From there, go ahead and just straighten up your left arm. If you feel okay from there, flip your hand over so thumb is downward, palm is in towards your knee. Here's where it gets hard again. Move your left hand to the outside of your right knee. And if that feels okay for you, reach behind your back, bend your right elbow, see if you can hold hands with yourself and bind. So no matter what, you're getting a nice deep twist here and sinking in. Every inhale, lengthen through your spine. Every exhale, deepen through your stretch. We're going 2 more breaths here. Looking good, everybody. And exhale, go ahead and float back towards center. Straighten up your legs, shake that out a little bit. So we're going to incorporate a forward fold in with the bind this time. So once again, when you're ready, we're going to bend your right knee. Another Marichiyasana pose. We're going to bend your right knee. You once again need to scoot forward and almost sit right on top of your heel. First move, we're going to inhale and lengthen through your spine, and then you're going to come a little bit forward, swing your right shoulder in front of your right knee. If you can, just bring your hands behind. If you're feeling real good, try and grab your right wrist with your left hand and straighten through your right arm. So you'll notice the difference between here where I'm a little bit hunched and here where I'm really extended forward and my arm is straightened. We're going 3 more deep breaths there. Looking good, everybody. So you don't lose that forward fold. Really extend and fall forward. Wonderful, Lona. Really extend forward as well as bind. Beautiful, beautiful. And exhale, go ahead and release that. Shake that out a little bit. When you're ready, same thing on the other side. So left knee bends. And you're going to scoot forward so you're almost sitting right on top of your left heel. You're going to start falling forward and swing your left shoulder in front of your left knee. If you can, drop your hands down by your sides if it feels okay for you. Reach around and see if you can hold hands with yourself here. Don't lose your forward fold. This is as much about falling forward as it is about binding. So make sure you're trying to do both of those things. You got it, Lona, so really fall forward as well. Keep that right foot engaged. Let's go 3 more breaths on this side. Beautiful, everybody. And if you're feeling good, grab that left wrist with your right hand and try and straighten up through your left arm. Beautiful. Exhale, go ahead and release. Shake that out a little bit. Let's do 1 more variation here. So when you're ready, we're going to bend that right knee again, scoot a little bit forward. You have 2 choices for your left foot. You can either just bend and tuck it in front, behind your right heel, or if you're feeling real good, you can go into a half lotus and bend it forward. Okay? You got it. So left knee is bent into Janu or up into a half lotus. Once again, you're coming forward with your torso, sweeping around with your right shoulder, and if you can, hold hands with yourself there. So straighten through your right arm and let that forward fold come. Long inhales and exhales. Enjoy the forward fold. Enjoy the work through your legs. Enjoy the strength through your upper body. We're going 2 more breaths there. Beautiful, everybody. Beautiful. Nice job, Carrie. And exhale, come on out, release, shake that out a little bit, straighten up your legs. Nice job, guys. That's a difficult pose. Good job, everybody. Same thing on the other side. So we're gonna bend your left knee. And if you want, you can either drop your right foot into Janu, tuck it underneath your left heel or behind your left heel, or you can float up into a half lotus with your right leg. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, start falling forward there. So sweep your left shoulder in front of your left knee. You can either leave your hands down by your sides, reach back with your right arm and kind of hold your shirt, or try and grab your left wrist with your right hand and lengthen and bind. So this is much about the forward fold as it is about the binding. That binding just helps you get more extension and length through your upper body in that forward fold. And exhale, go ahead and release that. Release your legs, shake it out a little bit. We're going to come on back up to a standing position when you're ready. So I saved kind of the challenging poses toward the end. And we're going to do a little bit of work with half moon. So you guys probably want to grab your blocks because when you do binds in half moon, it gets a little more difficult. So go ahead and reach down and grab a block. When you're ready, we're just going to step a little step back with your left leg. So right leg forward, left leg back. You're going to reach down and hold that block with your right hand. Your left hand is on your hip. When you're ready, try and stack your left hip on top of your right. If you look downward, it definitely gives you more stability. So come on up, just a regular half moon, Diane and Elaine for me. If you want, you can tuck your left arm behind your back. And if you feel real good, you're going to pick that right hand up and just try and hold hands with yourself there. So picking up that lower hand really adds a lot of difficulty to that pose. Beautiful, Kerry, that's the way. That's exactly it. We're going to go 3 more breaths there. Wonderful for balance, wonderful for legs, for upper body, for strength. And then exhale, release your hands, come on up, shake that out a little bit. Beautiful. When you're ready, same thing on the other side. So medium step back with your right leg and get that block ready. You want to bring it toward the outer edge of your left foot and extend it a little further forward. When we're ready, sweep your left hand down to the mat. You can hold that block or place your block on the floor. Sorry, Carrie, I almost kicked you there, buddy. And from there, you can sweep your heel up at hips height. Try and stack your hips so your right hip comes up on top of your left. If you feel good, right hand extends up toward the ceiling. When you're ready, see if you can bend your upper elbow and tuck it behind your lower back. And if you're feeling really good, see if you can pick up your lower hand and just hold hands with yourself there. So this one doesn't give you any more extension necessarily in this pose, but it definitely challenges you a little bit further balance-wise. And if you fall, no worries. Pop right back up into the pose with a calm breath and a quiet mind. Beautiful. Exhale, go ahead and release. You guys look like pros in that one, no problems. So let's kick it up a notch, make it a little bit more difficult. So when you're ready, we're gonna go revolved half moon. So in revolved half moon, this is a very difficult bind. I just wanna go through a revolved half moon first. So when you're ready, we're gonna take a medium step back with your left leg. Your weight is on your right leg. Make sure that block is toward the left-hand side of your foot. So you guys wanna move it toward the left side. We're gonna draw down with your torso, reach down to your block or to the floor with your left hand. Right arm goes up toward the ceiling. So your hips are nice and square. If that's enough challenge for you, I just want you to stay in a regular half moon. If you feel really good, you can start bending your right knee slightly. Come to the outside of your right knee with your left hand. Reach around as I fall over and hold hands with yourself and bind. Let me try that again, guys. You got it. 2 more breaths there. Looking good, everybody. That's a tough pose. If you want, you can even take your upper hand behind your lower back. That's better, everybody. And exhale, go ahead and release, shake that out a little bit. Nice shot, Kerry. Fabulous. It's made you come out right when you were ready to go for it, that's right. Same thing other side when you're ready. Smile, that's a hard pose, guys. That's a really tough one. Medium step back with your right foot. Same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, that block should be toward the right-hand side of your mat. When you're ready, sweep forward with your torso. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Half moon, revolved half moon. If you feel good, sweep your upper hand up. You can tuck it behind your lower back, and if you feel real good, bend your left knee and draw your hands behind. See if you can bind. I've got too many packs on here to be able to do that. That's it, Carrie. Beautiful. We're going 3 more breaths there. Very difficult. Strength, stamina, balance, flexibility. Beautiful. And exhale, come on out, release, shake that out a little bit. Pow, that was a good one. When you're ready, go ahead and lay down. Let's get ready for Shavasana. Nice way to finish up, everybody. Fabulous. It's one of the toughest binds that I know in yoga. When you're ready, lay down flat on your back. Let's get ready. The final pose of class is the most important in yoga, called Shavasana. This pose is what you work the entire class to achieve, an exploration of stillness in action. As you lay on your mat, allow your entire body to come to rest. Let your feet flop open. Bring your hands by your sides, palms upward. Close your eyes. Let your mind and body relax completely. The purpose of this time is to just be. Be still in your heart, still in your body, still in yourself. Try to remain in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes, finding health and harmony within. Thank you for your time and hard work today. Namaste.
If you'd like to continue to improve your strength, stamina, flexibility, and balance, order Power Yoga for Athletes. This hour-long video is for yogis who embrace a more active lifestyle. Call 1-866-629-1591 or visit adrianreed.com. For tips and secrets on Power Yoga, visit WUSF.org and click on the Power Yoga icon. You'll find frequently asked questions and show information from Adrian Reed.